stories that truly impact our lives here in the Valley so that your voice is heard.
You're watching our digital live stream. For the latest news and updates on developing stories, head over to our website, NBCPalmSprings.com.
Now on NBC Palm Springs, the Dinah is in full swing in Palm Springs. We hear from organizers this evening. Plus, a psychic fundraiser hits the town in Cathedral City, but it's all for a good cause. Those details ahead.
We're tracking showers, thunderstorms, and even some possible flash floods. Your NBC Palm Springs starts now.
Now, this is NBC Palm Springs.
Good evening, I'm Tiani Jadling. Thank you for joining us. Rain, thunder, and lightning from the east to the west. The showers were back in the Coachella Valley today, and that's where we began this evening. This is some footage that was sent into our newsroom this afternoon. It was shot at around 4:30 this afternoon during a thunderstorm in South Palm Springs. You may be able to catch some of that lightning in the background while firefighters are working to extinguish 3 palm trees that were struck by lightning. These trees were adjacent to East Palm Canyon Drive near Farrell Drive between Manhattan in the Desert and Desert Isle Resort. Now we're taking a live look from our Agua Caliente casino camera in Palm Springs. Obviously, we can't see the skies too well, but it looks like it's pretty dry out there as of right now. Kai Beach is standing by with your forecast.
Happy Saturday, everyone. Last night we saw a little bit of drizzle. This morning we saw some drizzle as well, and we can expect to see some showers and possible thunderstorms continue through this evening, most likely in our mountain and high desert communities. As for the air quality today, well, here in the Palm Springs area, we're looking at good conditions. Parts of the IE, we're looking at moderate conditions. Tonight's evening stroll, it's nice out there, but there is some cloud, a little bit of wind as well. 6 o'clock, we're looking at mid-80s, and pretty much from 8 to midnight, we're going to be in the mid-70s. Low temps for today here on the valley floor, low 70s. Our friends up the hill, Joshua Tree, low 60s. And in Big Bear City, a cool 37 degrees. For tomorrow, Palm Springs continues to be below average when it goes to temperatures. If you go to the coast, we're going to look at mid to high 70s. But if you get in the water, you're going to see some big waves. I'm talking real big waves. Elevated surf. Sunday through Tuesday, you could see sets up to nearly 8 feet. So if you don't know what you're doing in the water, best to stay out of it. For tomorrow, the highs, Palm Springs, we're looking at 90. The hottest here, Rancho Mirage, 95. The coolest, Beaumont and Idlewild, both in the high 70s. Next 3 days, Comfort Air 3-day forecast, Sunday through Monday, the highs in the low 90s, and those overnight lows go from low 70s to high 60s. I'll have a full forecast coming up in just a bit.
All right, we thank Kai for that weather update. And more local news, the Dinah has officially kicked off this weekend in Palm Springs. Every year, the long-running festival for queer women happens at the end of September. The party continues all weekend long with the events from the Big Yay pool party to a ballroom event. According to the festival's website, the Dinah is the world's largest lesbian and queer women event, expected to draw more than 15,000 plus attendees throughout the weekend. We spoke to organizers about today's events.
The celebration is at wonderful heights. It's a bigger crowd and the music is amazing. People are having the times of their life, and I am certainly soaking in all the joy that we've created here this weekend.
Hopefully everyone was okay out there with the rain. Excuse me, the event runs throughout this evening and into tomorrow. And you're looking at some footage from a psychic pet fundraiser that took place earlier this afternoon. And yes, you did hear that correctly. The event was sponsored by the city of Cathedral City, and it involved a psychic, card readers, channels, mediums, and more. They were there to give readings to attendees, all to benefit Desert Paw Sanctuary.
What business we're bringing to this little small business, that's just awesome. And then to have all these people donating and supporting our furry friends and getting, some healing information from maybe those who've crossed over. It's like a win-win, win-win for everybody.
Each reading was $20. The healers donate back to the cause at least 10% of their full session fee. And Palm Springs has long embraced alternative art forms like drag. And now a new generation of performers is redefining the scene. Our Kai Beach has the story.
You like starfish? She's not lying though. She's not lying.
She's an island girl.
So fast.
I know.
These kings and queens are huddling together in the back of a Cathedral City bar,
Kind of putting yourself out there to not be so afraid.
sharing makeup and stories before performing drag on stage.
So we have a very, very special show tonight. We are celebrating Astrology Night.
As Cherry Superstar is this evening's host, leading a gothic drag showcase at Bart Lounge. Featuring the desert's new generation of drag talent.
This event is like a celebration of young queerness in the alternative scene. I feel like it's a rebranding of what everyone kind of thinks when they think of Palm Springs.
In recent years, drag artists have faced heightened negativity, but these performers say their focus remains on positivity.
I think it scares some people, but you know, for us and everyone on this side, it's to accept everyone and for everyone to have a good time and to enjoy themselves.
These artists and crowd say they're celebrating each other, uplifting their community, and honoring the pioneers of the Palm Springs drag scene.
Thank you so much to all my elder queers, my transcestors, and for just like creating the space for us and like leading, like paving the way for us as well, because without them, like we wouldn't be able to express ourselves truly as we want to.
And as they step into the spotlight, this new era of kings and queens is opening the next chapter of drag in the desert.
I'm not defined by the makeup I put on. I'm not defined by the clothes I wear. I'm defined by the person that I am.
I'm Kai Beach for NBC Palm Springs.
In news around the region, what would you do to find the love of your life? A California woman is putting out digital billboards searching for her perfect match. Luz Pena spoke to her at one of the locations that she hopes her future husband catches.
This is what taking your chances at finding love to new heights looks like.
I'm looking for a husband. I'm looking for a committed relationship and hopefully the love of my life.
For almost a month now, Bay Area resident and bachelorette Lisa Catalone decided to put herself out there. And when we say out there, we mean on 6 to 7 billboards on Highway 101 from the South Bay to San Francisco. This is pretty bold. What happened that you said, this is the approach that I'm going to take?
You know, every time I got a little frustrated with the dating scene within Silicon Valley and the Bay Area, I would work a little bit on my website. And it started off kind of as almost a joke, like I'm just going to make my own website. Then it just kind of, I was thinking, you know, maybe that's not that crazy of an idea after all. And so I decided, okay, well, I got to promote the website somehow. And what's more local than a billboard?
All hoping the one or someone who may know him leads him to her. Her ads are straight to the point. MaryLisa.com. Her website is her personal application collection service. This is where her future husband can apply.
I'm looking for somebody who would be compatible with me on things like religious views, politics, you know, healthy lifestyle, because I lead a healthy lifestyle, things that match up on all of that, and someone who's ready to get married and have kids in the future.
One thing about Lisa, she is not taking any chances and simply relying on billboards. She's also keeping an eye out when she's out and about.
Have flyers, business cards, you know, just in case I'm somewhere in person and I want to network.
So if you see someone that you like, you're like, hey.
Oh, I could definitely do that, yeah.
She said her search recently went viral when she posted it on TikTok, leading to an influx of applicants. How many applications have you gotten?
Oh gosh, I don't know because my phone's been going off.
Lisa says she's hopeful all this will be worth it when she meets the one. And just in case, we wanted to help. Your future husband is watching right now. What do you want to say to him?
I'm real. This entire project is real. I am serious about finding the love of my life.
For now, the search continues.
We're cheering for Lisa here at NBC Palm Springs, of course. Still ahead here on NBC Palm Springs, YouTube creators will soon be sky high, and that's because YouTube content is being added to Delta's in-flight entertainment. Additional details ahead. Plus, the Living Desert Zoo and Gardens is getting a brand new species. We have all the details on who it might be ahead. You're watching NBC Palm Springs. Stay with us.
Missed the news yesterday? Well, don't worry. You can watch the latest stories and even original news programming over on our website, NBCPalmSprings.com.
Every morning at 6 a.m., Jerry and I are here to help you start your day informed and connected. And after our newscast, I head out into our community to listen and bring you the stories that truly impact our lives here in the Valley so that your voice is heard.
You're watching our digital live stream. For the latest news and updates on developing stories, head over to our website, NBCPalmSprings.com.
Don't miss our digital exclusive content. Me on a Plate, Talking with Thalia, Kai the Deal Guy, and Desert Entertainment with Todd. Only on NBCPalmSprings.com.
News isn't all we do. We have a wide variety of original programming for you to enjoy over on our website, NBCPalmSprings.com.
Successful wildlife projects are happening all across the Salton Sea. And in the middle of these restoration efforts, lithium enters the equation. Dive into the delicate balance of nature and the emerging Lithium Valley, streaming on NBCPalmSprings.com.
An emergency delivery with a happy ending. Baby Walker was born on the way to the hospital with the help from some heroic first responders. Marissa Tanzino reports.
I was like, oh, I think we need to go.
It was clear when baby Weston was ready for his grand entrance into the world.
We started driving towards Cheshire, and then she goes, oh, we're not making it to Cheshire. You got to call 911.
But he wasn't going to wait.
We called 911 at 2:11, and then I had him by 2:17.
Oh my gosh.
Yep. Yeah. I was like, I'm pushing out a baby right now, and I'm not kidding. It's happening, and it's happening now.
I thought I had done all the studying I needed to when it came to watching videos of like bedside manner for the dad. What should the dad be doing to support mom in the hospital room? And I had to throw all that information away.
Stephanie and Noah went right to the fire department, and it wasn't long after they pulled in.
All of a sudden, the chief walks away from the side of our truck, and he goes, oh, time of birth, 2:17. I was like, what? He's born already?
Walker arrived happy and healthy at 7 pounds, 14 ounces.
Holy cow, did this really just happen? And they took care of pretty much everything. They were fantastic.
What a story. He's a popular trainer at SeaWorld San Diego. Andre Thomas loves working with dolphins and entertaining a crowd. But as NBC's Joe Little shows us, Andre Thomas can't decide whether working to serve and protect with the San Diego Police Department or working with dolphins is his favorite day job.
They are some of SeaWorld's biggest stars.
Right here.
And Andre Thomas may be their best friend.
It's doing what I love, and it's just being natural and being genuine.
The Fresno native has been a trainer with dolphins and orcas at SeaWorld for 17 years.
No.
Andre got the bug from his aunts.
Two of my biggest role models in my life wanted to do it, so I said, you know what, so do I.
Yet these dolphins and these guests may never know the other place Andre spends his days.
These two career paths that I've chosen they don't really coincide with each other on your typical day-to-day basis.
The dolphin trainer is also
Andre Thomas, THOMAS, Sergeant for San Diego PD.
A few years after he started training dolphins, Sergeant Thomas's brother was murdered in Fresno. Andre felt the pull to serve.
What can I do to help prevent this from happening to somebody else?
Andre joined the academy,
That's my girl.
where fellow cadets quickly learned he had another day job.
I got teased a little bit. I got a couple of nicknames out there. Shamu was the one that I got called the most. Oh, yeah.
Sergeant Thomas has worked patrol, SWAT, and trained other recruits. Now he does media relations for the department.
I love being here, putting on a uniform, putting on a badge.
He knows it's an interesting life. Sergeant Andre Thomas, dolphin trainer, has a custom wetsuit to cover his bases.
In a car chase or in a foot chase and fighting someone, and the next day I'm here doing shows for people, for 3,500 people.
He gets the best of both worlds, protecting and serving in uniform and working with his closest friends on his days off.
This is my vice, this is my getaway.
In news around the world, King Charles and Queen Camilla will pay a state visit to the Vatican next month. The trip will mark the royal couple's first meeting with Pope Leo XIV. Buckingham Palace says the King and Queen will join Pope Leo in celebrating the Catholic Church's Jubilee year, which takes place every 25 years. The royal couple was previously scheduled to visit the Vatican for a state visit back in April. The trip was postponed due to the poor health of Pope Francis. However, the couple was able to meet with Francis privately just a couple weeks before he died of a stroke and heart failure. As King Charles is the head of the Church of England, a role that dates back to the 60th century. Prior to becoming king, Charles visited Vatican City 5 times as the Prince of Wales. And in consumer news, YouTube creators will soon be sky high. And that's because YouTube content is being added to Delta's in-flight entertainment. That's according to a report from The Hollywood Reporter that says the airline and social media platform have decided to partner up. Delta flight attendants are getting in on the fun too and playing the role of a DJ, creating custom playlists on YouTube music that customers can listen to while settling into the mid-air experience. Several of those playlists launched Thursday with news of the partnership. And will it be Peanuts, Batman, or how about a Disney villain? Time is running out for you to pick which stamp the U.S. Postal Service should bring back for reprinting. It's all part of the Postal Service's Stamp Encore contest, where you can decide which of the 25 stamps should be reprinted. The Postal Service created this contest as a way to celebrate the nation's 250th anniversary. You can vote online at stampsforever.com/vote. You have until midnight on September 30th to cast your ballot. However, the winning stamp design won't be announced until May of next year. And we're taking a live look from our Indian Wells Golf Resort camera. I don't see any rain out there. It is a little dark, but no rain in the distance. Can't see the clouds out there. Maybe it is dried up for this evening. Your full forecast with Kai Beach is next.
Missed the news yesterday? Well, don't worry. You can watch the latest stories and even original news programming over on our website, NBCPalmSprings.com.
Every morning at 6 a.m., Jerry and I are here to help you start your day informed and connected. And after our newscast, I head out into our community to listen and bring you the stories that truly impact our lives here in the Valley so that your voice is heard.
You're watching our digital live stream. For the latest news and updates on developing stories, head over to our website, NBCPalmSprings.com.
Don't miss our digital exclusive content. Me on a Plate, Talking with Thalia, Kai the Deal Guy, and Desert Entertainment with Todd. Only on NBCPalmSprings.com.
News isn't all we do. We have a wide variety of original programming for you to enjoy over on our website, NBCPalmSprings.com.
Successful wildlife projects are happening all across the Salton Sea. And in the middle of these restoration efforts, lithium enters the equation. Dive into the delicate balance of nature and the emerging Lithium Valley, streaming on NBCPalmSprings.com.
Welcome back. for taking a live look from our Walter Clark Highway 111 camera in Rancho Mirage. Those streets do look a little damp still, but again, can't tell. It is a little bit dark out there, but it seems like the conditions have made a complete 180 from just about, 3 hours ago now. Kai Beach is in with your full forecast.
What a start to the weekend. We're seeing cool conditions with clouds, some sun out there, some showers, and some thunderstorms. Today's high, 90 degrees, normally 98, so we're below average for this time of year, not near that record high. This time last year, 113 degrees. For the dew points over the next few days, we're looking at nearly 45% for Saturday. Sunday drops a little bit, dries out a bit on Monday. High temps for today. Palm Springs, we're looking at 90. Joshua Tree, 77. Big Bear, cool 60 degrees. Across the country, a lot of people leave the desert or maybe coming back to it. This is what they're dealing with. Denver, the Mile High City, 80 degrees. Dallas, Texas, 90. Our friends in Minneapolis, Minnesota, we're looking at 73. And our friends in the Bay Area, we're looking at high 60s. Tomorrow's morning walk, we're waking up 6 o'clock, low 70s. By 10 o'clock, low 80s. And at noon, we're right around 85 degrees. Now, we do have a lot of weather advisories, watches, and warnings. We're looking at marine weather statement there. Is some concerns if you're going to go to the beach, where you can see waves up to nearly 8 feet on the sets. So if you don't know what you're doing in the water, stay safe out there. Best to avoid it. We're also tracking some flood warning and a flood watch. If that does impact your area, move to a higher ground and never drive through flooded roads. For Monday, that low pressure system, that starts to weaken. It's going to start to dry out, and by the middle of the work week, we're going to see some warming temperatures. 7-day forecast brought to you by Comfort Air. Take a look at Sunday and Monday. We're looking at low 90s. Temperatures start to rise as we head to the end of the work week, and those overnight lows pretty consistent. Low 70s, high 60s.
Missed the news yesterday? Well, don't worry. You can watch the latest stories and even original news programming over on our website, NBCPalmSprings.com.
Every morning at 6 a.m., Jerry and I are here to help you start your day informed and connected. And after our newscast, I head out into our community to listen and bring you the stories that truly impact our lives here in the Valley so that your voice is heard.
You're watching our digital live stream. For the latest news and updates on developing stories, head over to our website, NBCPalmSprings.com.
Don't miss our digital exclusive content. Me on a Plate. Talking with Thalia. Kai, the Deal Guy. And Desert Entertainment with Todd. Only on NBCPalmSprings.com.
News isn't all we do. We have a wide variety of original programming for you to enjoy over on our website, NBCPalmSprings.com.
Successful wildlife projects are happening all across the Salton Sea. And in the middle of these restoration efforts, lithium enters the equation. Dive into the delicate balance of nature and the emerging Lithium Valley, streaming on NBCPalmSprings.com.
NBC Palm Springs Sports, powered by Agua Caliente Casino.
Welcome back. The high school football season is inching closer to league play, with several teams slated for interleague games to start this coming Friday. Our Caitlin Kelly has a recap of yesterday's highlights and scores. Take a look.
It was another epic night under the Friday night lights, with teams across the valley battling it out. We start with Desert Hot Springs on the road to Yucca Valley. The Trojans broke through late in the first half and never looked back. Yucca Valley pulled away for a 28-7 win behind 2 touchdown passes from Aiden Shannon and 135 yards rushing from Clyde King. Desert Hot Springs scored early, but the Golden Eagles were kept off the board after halftime. Next, we head to Cathedral City, where they hosted San Gorgonio. The teams traded turnovers, however, it was still a thrilling matchup. The Lions leaned on their ground game, 3 touchdowns from Trace Vargas, and a huge defensive effort from Javier Godinez, who came away with 3 interceptions. Cathedral City held off San Gorgonio late for a 34-28 win. And it was heartbreak for Coachella Valley. Despite a monster night from Ivan Camargo, who had over 250 yards and 3 touchdowns, the Arabs gave up a late score in the final 30 seconds and fell to Valley View 21-18. Still, their defense showed big improvements, and La Quinta nearly pulled off an incredible comeback. Down 22-0 in the first half, the Blackhawks stormed back to tie it at 29 and force overtime. But in the extra frame, a fumble turned into a central touchdown, handing La Quinta their first loss of the season, 35-29. And now the stage is set. Desert Empire League play kicks off this Friday. Palm Springs, La Quinta, Shadow Hills, Rancho Mirage, Xavier Prep, and Palm Desert all squaring off. Here's a look at the records and the Week 1 matchups. With NBC Palm Springs, I'm Caitlin Kelly.
And now the Agua Caliente Entertainment Report, brought to you by Agua Caliente Casinos.
Cardi B held a meet and greet with fans earlier this week in the city of Long Beach. The event at Fingerprints Music was at full capacity. You can see there the line extending out of the store and up the street. Cardi B came out and welcomed fans before meeting with them inside. She's promoting her second album, Am I the Drama? Fans who purchased the album were invited to the event. Some traveled from out of state to meet Cardi. Tickets for Cardi B's tour, Little Miss Drama, also just went on sale. It's her first tour in 6 years. You're watching NBC Palm Springs. We're back right after the break.
Missed the news yesterday? Well, don't worry. You can watch the latest stories and even original news programming over on our website, NBCPalmSprings.com.
Every morning at 6 a.m., Jerry and I are here to help you start your day informed and connected. And after our newscast, I head out into our community to listen and bring you the stories that truly impact our lives here in the Valley so that your voice is heard.
You're watching our digital live stream. For the latest news and updates on developing stories, head over to our website, NBCPalmSprings.com.
Don't miss our digital exclusive content. Me on a Plate, Talking with Thalia, Kai the Deal Guy, and Desert Entertainment with Todd. Only on NBCPalmSprings.com.
News isn't all we do. We have a wide variety of original programming for you to enjoy over on our website, NBCPalmSprings.com.
Successful wildlife projects are happening all across the Salton Sea. And in the middle of these restoration efforts, lithium enters the equation. Dive into the delicate balance of nature and the emerging Lithium Valley, streaming on NBCPalmSprings.com.
Worried about missing a broadcast? Don't worry. We stream just about everywhere from Instagram to YouTube, Twitter, Facebook, and of course our website, NBCPalmSprings.com. Be sure not to miss anything. If you're only watching us on TV, you're only getting part of the story. Head to our new website for the latest broadcasts, digital exclusive content, contests, and more. Go to NBCPalmSprings.com.
Animal lovers, you might want to listen up, and that's because a new species is coming to the Living Desert Zoo and Gardens very soon. The Zoo and Gardens is sharing one clue every day up until Tuesday to help residents and visitors uncover who the zoo's newest resident is. Here's today's clue. This animal doesn't swing, doesn't soar, just moves like lightning on all fours. Very fitting for the weather outside. To continue following along and guessing, you can head to their social media platforms for clues and a chance to submit your guesses. One random winner will be drawn to win a trip to the zoo in October to be among the very first to see the species in their new habitat. The grand opening for the public will be on November 1st. Best of all of those guessing, and I'm just wondering what it could be. There's so many amazing options. It's an exciting time for the Living Desert. Well, thank you for joining us. We're back at 11.